guys, welcome back to All the Yarns podcast. I am Lindsay, also known as All the Yarn, obviously on YouTube and Instagram, All the Yarn Dash on Ravelry. What have I been up to? I'm wearing it. This is my grayish test knit, which has now been released as of, I don't remember if she released it on July 30th or July 31st, but it's released. It's August 2nd today, so I know it's released. But this was a design by Claudia from Himawari Knits. It is, I'll stand up. I made it out of, is it De Rerum Natura Antigone? We'll go with that. It's 100% organic linen. This is the first time I worked with linen. This is a faux seam. It's actually all one piece, but I like it. It looks nice. It is knit bottom up, and I was a little nervous that I was going to get some really bad curling at the bottom because there's no ribbing or anything. But honestly, and I didn't even block it I blocked it on vacation. I didn't block it very well, but it's pretty flat for the most part. So get a little close up on that lace. Isn't that pretty? And it's the same lace in back. It's a little higher in the neck. Just a small dip in front. And the sleeves, there is a little bit of a sleeve. Obviously, you knit that as you're going up. There's nothing crazy to it. And part of the design, I won't give it away, but it makes it look like it's rolling in. It's meant to do that on, like, the way you knit it, it rolls in on purpose to just kind of give it that nice edge there. I really liked this. I don't know that knitting with linen is my favorite. It's very smooth, but I don't know, my fingers didn't like it. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know if my fingers just didn't like the texture, if they weren't used to it. They didn't like it though. I have, I believe, 1.5 balls of the linen left, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. Either I need to buy more of this color and make another one or make another shirt or something, or I don't know, maybe knit some dishcloths. But it feels weird to knit dishcloths out of yarn that's like $18 a skein. I usually knit dishcloths out of like peaches and cream or sugar and cream or, you know, cotton. Linen would look nice and it would work nice. It just, you know, the price for what you're getting. I don't know, I don't think I can do that. So then I also thought about maybe ordering some gray, because if you're stateside, Fiberspace, fiberspace.com, and it's Fibre, fiberspace.com, has this yarn stateside, so you're not ordering from another country, which I don't mind normally. It's just the post service is all messed up right now with, you know, COVID. So so if you want to try out this yarn, I think it was 100% worth it to try, and I am willing to buy enough more to make one more top. And then if I don't knit again with linen, I'm probably not going to be disappointed. You know what I mean? I don't loathe it. I don't know how else to say that. I don't loathe it. It wasn't very much fun. Yeah, I do like this top. I have worn it 2 or 3 times already. It is nice. It's heavier than I thought it was. Everybody's like, oh, get cotton and linen because they're, you know, they're good for, like, you know, it's hot right now. That's why my hair, I couldn't even bother putting it down. It is just so hot right now. And I'm even in AC and it's just hot and humid. So I'm throwing this on, and maybe it's because, you know, with the lace panel, obviously you have to wear, you don't have to. I feel it's necessary to wear a shirt underneath it. So maybe it's the double layers. it just doesn't seem as lightweight as what I was expecting. I don't know. I don't hate it. I'm glad I made this top. I'm glad I made something out of linen. I'm glad I went through that experience, and I'm willing to go through it like one more time. I just don't know that I need a linen stash. I don't see myself wanting to do that. I hope that makes sense. So this particular knit, amazing. And you can knit it in, I believe this is considered a sport weight. So you could knit it in a sport weight merino wool. It would still be very lightweight. It would still be, you know, awesome. So that's a possibility. Just throwing that out there. I have thought about knitting this exact same thing and skipping the lace entirely and getting a different color so that I would color block it. So I would knit with the whatever color and then switch to the pink, or start with the pink and then go with the other color. And just whenever I ran out of the pink, coral. It's really a coral. This is not pink. You guys know I can't believe I'm wearing pink again, but I had to wear this shirt. I know I said last episode I'm not a pink person, and I'm not, but you know, I mean, this is pretty fabulous if I say so myself. Anyway, so I'm thinking about maybe getting a contrasting color and color blocking this exact same knit so I don't have to buy another pattern, but without any of the lace. And she has instructions in the pattern for not having the lace in the back or not having the lace in the front, and what you have to do to modify. It's a very simple modification. It's not hard at all. I went full-fledged lace in front and back just to try it out, but you wouldn't have to. And so that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll knit this again with no lace, but I'll color block it. I don't know. We'll see. So that's my first FO. Here's another one. Ready for this? Look at this. Check it out. All right. So this is woven. This is not knit. I made this on my rigid heddle. It's very lightweight, very warm. I'm not gonna wear this very long because it is quite warm. Very drapey. It's a very balanced knit, which if you don't know what that means, because you're not a weaver, that's fine. It took me a minute to learn. But if I go real close, there's a little square where the yarns crisscross. It makes a square. You want that square you want it to be a square, not a rectangle in any direction. And that if you have a square, that means it's balanced. I've made several of these, but this was the first time I checked out my fringe twister. See that fringe? Isn't that cool? It was really fun to play with. It was a lot of fun to play with. This was made, I don't know who this was made by. Hold on one second. Okay, this was made by Knitterly Things. It is called Cardinal Way. It is a self-striping stock yarn that I wove, which I love because it gives you just a little bit of a plaid look. Not quite, but I love weaving with self-stripe. I love making one skein scarves with self-striping sock. I think it's a lot of fun. This was part of a kit from Simply Sock Yarn Company. I have another FO, also dyed by Knitterly Things, and this is Big Rock Candy Mountain. What? It's very happy. I feel like if I wore this in the middle of winter, I would just be very happy. Even if it's cold and so cold I have to wear a scarf, like this would just make me happy. One skein scarves on a rigid heddle are very easy for me to do. This one I knocked out in, is it this one or this one? This one I knocked out in like 24 hours, including warping it. It was very quick. I think the fringe, I didn't realize how long it was going to take to twist the fringe. Like normally I just knot them and we're done. But you know, I mean, I wanted to play with it. And so the fringe actually took, I felt like it took the longest, but I think it's just, it felt like it took longer because it was fiddly. So on this one, I did not want to do the fringe twister again. I will do fringe twister again. I think it's a lot of fun. I just didn't want to do 2 back to back, but I'm still playing around with the fringe because this, I mean, the stripes and everything, they just do that themselves because of the beautiful self-striping sock yarn. So I don't have to do anything with that. God, that's so pretty. Oh, but now you can see what I did. So this, I played around with the knots. Isn't that fun? Oh, I had so much fun with that. So I thought that was a lot of fun. It's a very happy scarf. Oh, it kind of matches. It's the coral. Wow, that's like spot on. Ooh, that's pretty. It is beautiful, but too hot to wear today. All right. So those are my 3 FOs. These 2 scarves, and of course my test knit. Here we go for whips. All right, this doesn't really count as a whip, but I brought up this particular project on my last episode, so I thought I would let you guys know what I did. This is my Pointe shawl. It's been frogged. I didn't like it. I put it away for a week and a half, looked at it again and said, you know what? I hate this. I don't like making it. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it looks, which means I'm not going to like wearing it. So really, let's just call a spade a spade. This is not a good combo. Walk away. Now, I think part of the reason I didn't like it was definitely the yarn choice. I have a mohair, which it calls for, and then it also calls for sock yarn, but I used a single, and this single is a camel merino blend, and it has quite a halo. So the part of the reason I didn't like it was that the halos were catching on each other and almost felting. Let me tell you, to frip it, to rip it, to frog it, frip it. That's what we're saying now. To frog this was a work of patience because the halos were just getting caught on each other and it wasn't fun. So I'm actually quite glad that I frogged it. This project is behind me. I will pick other yarn. That's fine. So it's fine. Okay. What's this? All right, this of course is my Winterfell cardigan. It has been on the podcast at least last episode. Look at this. That's right. The body is done. And I am I think it's like half an inch to go until I start the ribbing to finish up one sleeve. So that means I have one sleeve to go, as well as the picking up for the collar and the button band. Actually, this does have buttons, so it is picking up for a button band. Button. I love saying that word. I don't say it right. Somebody makes fun of me. What'd they say? I sound like a valley girl because I don't say button. I say button. The button band. It's funny. Anyway, whatever. Good times. I love this thing. It is this yarn. Oh my goodness. So this is Winterfell by Katrin Schneider. And the yarn is Dream in Color Colossal, which is a special base made exclusively for my local yarn store, Simply Socks. It's a heck of a deal, and I'm not being paid by her. It's a heck of a deal. I bought a lot. I did. Wasn't gonna buy yarn this year, but it was very cheap to get a sweaters quantity. So that's what I'm into, is making sweaters. You can see I did go every other row to kind of blend the skeins together. So anyway, I'm very excited. Winterfell will be done soon. Actually, I am hoping Winterfell is done by August 22nd because that is the end of Stash Dash. Stash Dash is a competition with yourself that you do, that the Knit Girls Run. They're another podcast. I will link them below. And it's just a competition with yourself to see how much you can get done. It's like in the dash dates, and it's like end of May to end of August. So this was part of my list that I was hoping to get done. So August 22nd is the deadline for stash dash. It should be done. You know, it's August 2nd. I think I can do a sleeve and a button band in 20 days. Should be able to do that. My last FO. I left you guys last episode with a challenge to myself that I would work on these fish. I did. What? Yeah. All right, so this is half of what this is going to be. So this is actually what the design is, and what I'm doing is I have a very long piece of cloth. So I'm going to do that design twice. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So this is moving along. Once I said, actually, I didn't podcast last week. I tried to podcast the last weekend of the month, but I didn't podcast last weekend because I didn't have my fish done yet. And I didn't want to disappoint you or myself. So I thought, oh, you know, August 2nd is practically July. We'll just call the August 1st and 2nd the last weekend of the month. Why not? And then I went ahead and did 2. My hope is that I will get another 2 done in August. At least 1, but it'd be great if I got 2 done. So we'll see. I don't know. But that's what I've been working on. The shirt, the sweater, the scarves. I will say I really do enjoy weaving. If you are thinking about if you're thinking about dabbling into looms, I really cannot recommend a rigid heddle enough. They're just, you can, like I said, I can warp and pound out and beat up, I guess, because you beat out a single skein scarf in 24 hours. If I'm, you know, I mean, I'm not, and that's not me just sitting at the loom all day. You know, I'm doing other things. I have 2 goblins running around the house, so I can't just sit there. But I mean, I put some time into it, but that's not the only thing I did for that 24 hours. I slept, you know. So they're very simple to eat up yarn. So anyway, all right. I have an attitude of gratitude, and that means I am grateful for these Lolo Did It skeins. I've had these in my stash a very long time, and I bought these particularly to make a 2-color shawl. I want them to be together. There's been a few times when I've needed this color green and I've thought about breaking up the pair, but I refuse to because I love these 2 colors together. This is Fairy Pools and Sassenach. Sassenach? I don't know how to, it's an Outlander thing. I don't know. Anyway, I love these colors. They're so pretty. I need to make a shawl. I really do want to make a shawl. I was kind of disappointed about the Pointe shawl not working out. I'm very motivated to make sweaters right now, which is weird because for several years I was like, oh, sweaters, I'm just going to make shawls. And then I don't know if I made like 50 shawls or something. I should look it up. I should look it up and see if I'm at 50. And if I'm not, I'll challenge myself to get to 50. Why not, right? It was a lot. It was a lot. I have a lot. Maybe I'll go through my shawls in my September episode. It'll be nice and warm. It'll be time to get them out, ready for fall. Ooh, that might be fun. I've given many away. Like I've given probably 20 to 30 shawls away easily. I really enjoy making them and I love giving them away. So it would just be what I have left that I can actually wear. That might be fun. Anyway, Lolo did it. Fairy Pools and Sassenach. This is a combo that I really, really want to use in a shawl. 2-color shawl. It'd be pretty. Be really pretty. Yeah. But that's it. It was on one hand, it feels like a lot because, you know, I made the shirt, I made significant progress on the sweater, the scarves, and yet it just doesn't feel like a lot. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great month. I will see you in the next episode. I would appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. That would be amazing. I have almost doubled my subscribers since my last episode, which is kind of amazing. I went from 4 to 7. What? It's funny to me. I don't know why. That's awesome that there are 7 people in the world that think that this is amazing enough to get a notification that a new episode has popped up. You guys are cool. You guys are way cool. You guys are way cool because you found something awesome before anybody else did. All right. See you guys later.